So in this lesson I'm going to teach you how to make the eggless brown butter cake. I have the ingredients ready here. That's the sugar and the curd. I'm going to beat both of them together and then add the baking powder and the baking soda and wait until the mixture bubbles up. Froths that take anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes, and then that is the brown butter we just made. I'm going to add into the frothy mixture the brown butter a little at a time as the beater is going on, and then finally I'll add the all-purpose flour into it and beat, and then we'll have the final batter. It's a quite simple recipe, but then having the curd and the sugar frothed up with the baking powder and the baking soda is the interesting part of this recipe, and that gives the fluffy texture to the cake. And let's just get started. So with a stand mixer, I'm just going to add in the sugar first, and then the curd, and then beat this until the sugar fully dissolves with the curd. The sugar is dissolved now. Into this I'm going to add the baking powder, and the baking soda, and then mix the both together. And then allow it to froth up. So this could take up to about 3 to 4-5 minutes, and I'm going to wait until the bubbles are formed, and then I'm going to add the brown butter to it. So it's been frothing up for some time now. I just want to show how it looks. Look at the texture into the curd and sugar mixture. You can see the foamy texture into this. I'm going to add the brown butter as the beater keeps running. Here the brown butter is incorporated well. You can just check that. Okay, into this I'm going to add the vanilla and then beat for about few seconds until the vanilla is all incorporated, and then I'm going to add the flour a little at a time as the beater is running. going to scrape down the sides and then beat for about a few seconds. Now we have everything coming together already. So we have the batter ready, the brown butter sponge batter. The batter looks beautiful. Now I'm just going to transfer the batter into the prepared tins. I'm just going to check. Check the batter with the specks of the brown butter. Okay. And now I have prepared 2 6-inch cake rings. Just going to transfer the batter. I'm just going to level the top of the batter, the back of the teaspoon. It's easier that way. So I'm just going to tap the pan down. Okay, and I'm going to bake this in the preheated oven. So the oven should be preheating at 180 degrees Celsius. I'm going to bake this anywhere between 25 to 30 minutes or until the cake on the top is not wobbly and the toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. I will do that and I'll get back to show you how the cake got baked. So the eggless brown butter sponge is baked beautifully and soft. I'm just going to check for doneness and then show how it looks. You can see the toothpick is coming out clean, so we know the cake has got baked. I'm just going to transfer this. It is quite warm for me to do that. Still, I'm just going to go ahead and just remove this from the pan so you could just see the texture. I'm just going to carefully flip it to the other side. And we just need to cling wrap this while it is still warm and then freeze it, keeping them one next to the other. And then I'll do that and get back to show you how I'm going to lay this cake and then make the butterscotch cake.